step down.
Journalist and political analyst Tom Gross is in London. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening.
So unbelievable instability in British politics. Let's start with the Labour Party. How long can Jeremy Corbyn last at this point? Is it his final hours?
Not necessarily, because there's a big split between the parliamentarians, the MPs, who are essentially trying to commit a coup against him, and the party membership. So even if Corbyn's forced out and there's a new leadership election, he's very likely to be re-elected because he retains the support of the party members who are to the left of the MPs, who tend to be slightly more moderate.
What is the mood in London in general now, a few days later? Are people already preparing themselves for the actual Brexit, or still very nervous about the prospect of it?
There's a lot of panic, actually, in London. I mean, the British are not used to this. You have to remember that Britain's one of the only countries in Europe that has not had, in anybody's living memory or the last century, any kind of fascism or communism or revolution or major changes. So no one's really got any reference point. There's a lot of nervousness. People don't know their status. Most people in London have a partner or somebody they work with, or a husband, wife who's a European. They're not sure of their status. And there's a lot of uncertainty that more than I can ever remember in my lifetime, that's for sure.
Listening to David Cameron today in Parliament, do you think he succeeded in sort of calming the public in any way? Did he have a surprising message in your eyes?
Not really. I mean, he's also a lame duck now. He's leaving, and I don't think people really have trust in politicians. And Cameron so much misjudged what he would get by calling this referendum. He should not have called it without having more certainty that he could win. And he fought a very ineffective campaign. And he is essentially going to now go down in British history in not a good way, as someone who broke Britain from Europe, but also possibly broke up the United Kingdom if Scotland leaves. So he's got his legacy, but it's not a good one. And I'm not sure that the people will be calmed. There's just too much uncertainty ahead.
If we're talking about the people, on that note, we see the spike in racist incidents. David Cameron speaking out against that today. How surprised are you by that? Is that a trend that you expect to see going forward now?
Well, some of it is just media reporting. What I mean by that is, unfortunately, there's always been some xenophobia, and there's more focus in the media on it. I'm not sure there's that much of a spike in it, but certainly there's a danger ahead. There's an anti-migrant feeling in certain parts of England, and it's something to be concerned about for sure.
Tom Gross in London, thanks very much.